Clan are we going to get here today in this matchup for map 1?
There seems to only be one FaZe clan here, in my opinion, and that is a dominant FaZe clan. And it seems like a good matchup. It really does. Kicking things off in the winner's bracket with quite a difficult matchup. Rise Nation versus FaZe Clan, and now ready to get this one started. Cave going to be that first hard point as well, and you can see the teams going for a little jog over there. Who's going to be the first one to break? Initial kills do come out. Zuma's going to pick up the first kill inside this map. Zuma has been a man possessed throughout the weekend. With Attach, they're going to get some solid kills, which is going to result into some time on the clock. And right out of the gates, FaZe Clan showing off. Already breaking 20 points.
And that's the thing too, is that Zuma's getting a lot more credit from the community saying that he's going back to AW Zuma form, and anybody who was around during that time knew how dominant Zuma was during that, so rightfully so, he's getting the credit he deserves, and we're going to see it on display throughout the entirety, the rest of this weekend, but we're looking into this series for Zuma to step off. He's off to a good start though, 4-2 for him. The Rise Nation have taken control. You're seeing smokes being brought out by either side to try to get this initial time, and Zuma going big with a 2-piece, trying to make it 3. Looney's finally able to cut him down, so with FaZe Clan, they do have the lead, so we are back to get ready to transition over here towards Ruins.
Let's be honest, the Italian Stallion's been nothing but a freak in Atlanta, and it looks really good here. Got to give him credit where credit's due. I think Attach also has just stepped up and above. This is one of the first deep dives I've really gotten to take on Rise Nation here at Atlanta. Just the way that worked out, didn't get to cast them too much. Definitely a team that we don't want to sleep on at all. I think it's impossible to, especially with a guy like TJ Haley. This guy has been out of his mind all throughout the Pro League, and you can see getting close to streaking, and it's only fitting Zuma going to be the one to take him down with that nade. Good rotations coming in from both these teams. A little bit of a headbutt at Ruins. FaZe Clan still has a lead, but just narrowly. Mid-map control going the way of Rise Nation. That's going to result in some kills, but Attach able to pick up a 2-piece, going to stem the bleeding and result in even more domination coming in from FaZe to kick this off.
Seeing out Hill kind of going back and forth. We're only 15 seconds here towards Ruins. You can see Methods already rotating for the side of Rise Nation over here towards Bunker. His main area right now is going to be focusing over towards that Fire Cup, but now he can give that up. He knows he has 2 players positioned over towards middle map. Their main focus now needs towards this back bell side. There's a chance that replays might overextend through. They could try to work out a pinch here. He's going to be met by Priesta to try to hit this backside. Looney is going to meet them there. He backs away from the gunfight, but they do have another line of defense on the yellow barrels. This time it's going to be TJ, but he has the PPSH. Gunless in a perfect position over towards Fire to pick anybody off that is crossing. Replays tagging some up, bait and switch coming in. He's able to find TJ, tries to switch their weapon, not going to be able to do so. Rise Nation looking good so far here on Bunker.
This is one of the hardest things to break in this map. There's no doubt about it. That's why more times than not we do see Bunker being that hill that teams can just perform lights out on. FaZe Clan tries one strategy, doesn't work, going around the back trying to flip those spawns. So this time they're just going to go in as a team. Zuma, Attach, Priesta, all lighting up the squad of Rise Nation. They get a break in the late portions of this hill, and it's important to be scrappy here, and it's going to put them back in the lead. All of that scrap time going their way. Now they got to start thinking about East Road, and it is going to be Rise Nation who most likely gets to set up first in this one. Only 3 seconds left on Bunker, clock ticking down, and now we're over to our next hill.
And it's so risky holding this setup where you're fighting from bridge. You have the cabin control, because if you kill any of these players when you're on the side of FaZe Clan, if you take anybody from Rise, they're going to be spawning over towards that back bridge. You can get them pinned into a spawn trap. But Rise Nation doing an excellent job of pushing out these cuts. That's going to be Looney's job right now. He is going to fall here. Somebody's coming around on the flank, so he's still going to spawn up right there. Is Replay's going to get the read on that one. He's going to fall from behind. Rise Nation doing an excellent job of holding this back bridge area, forcing FaZe Clan to go through back Bunker, funnel them in through mid. But as always on East Road, you'll see more grenades thrown on this hill than any other hill throughout the entire map set of Call of Duty World War II, but Rise Nation have picked up some solid time off of this hill.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You just want to throw in nades. You can at least slow down the other team from getting points in that scenario. Looney going to get a 2-piece. That's going to crack open this hill as well. Rise Nation starting to take a little bit of a lead here. Attach right now going to jump into the hill, try to get just a few points cooking, try to get a couple of seconds on the clock. He knows he's got to play for his life a little bit, gets out of dodge as quick as possible, and now we get our rotation reset back to Cave. Talk about a contest heavy hill. This is going to be one of them as well. Priesta gets to secure, looks for the kill, not able to get that one. So Cave was really strong for FaZe Clan the first time we were here. Zuma able to get a 2-piece as well, but it's going to be Gunless, who not only streaks, but fully streaks out here and still inside getting points for his team, looking for more kills, lining them up, looking for another one. Finally, Gunless going to be taken down, and it's to a nade coming off of Priesta. But this was a huge hill. Cave was huge for FaZe, and this time around it looks like Rise Nation rising away with it.
Yeah, they did an excellent job of juggling the hill there with Gunless too. That's why he's fully streaked out. You even saw once he had the streaks, he hopped off the hill, wait for Attach to die, then went and got those points. And he's getting close to even trying to overlap these ones going to the next hill. So Rise Nation, they're going to be late on that rotation there, but they have streaks to try to break into Ruins. Only 3 players are going to be left up over towards this side for the side of Clan. Look for Gunless to call these ones in. Glide Bomb will be called into play. Gets 1 player there. That's going to be on Attach, but it's still anybody's ball game right here inside of Ruins.
It definitely is. This is what we saw last time as well, right? Just looking at our history. When we were on this, our first rotation, it was an absolute slugfest, but FaZe Clan going to have a more solid footing this time around, and that's exactly why we do expect these streaks to come in. Gunless going to be able to take down 3. This opens it up. Now Rise Nation can move forward to this hill. Gunless with more streaks to work with, trying to get a kill on his very own. Not able to find it as of yet, but Methods is able to get a big one onto Attach. Space game definitely coming alive here, and now you can deny a lot of space away from FaZe Clan with those streaks. That's all the streaks out of Gunless's pocket. He's put them all on the table. Rise Nation, 144 to 84 for FaZe Clan.
Here right now, 1 player just spawned all the way out towards that back bridge area, so Replays has a bit of a marathon to run over here towards open. It's going to be crucial for these FaZe players to try to hold off everything that's going through. The Glide Bomb should be able to take out Priest at the back of the map. It does just that. Rise Nation, they get the break there, but look at this. FaZe Clan going straight through the front side of the hill. It's going to be Zuma getting aggressive. He finds one there on Methods, not going to be able to find the second. TJ Haley able to get that one through, completes the trade, and FaZe Clan, they're trying to collapse in here and go for a pinch.
This actually bought FaZe enough time. It looked absolutely abysmal. Rise Nation manages to get those spawns. It ran away with Bunker last time. Now FaZe Clan, they go through the door. They go for the hero play. They get to wrap back around. They push Rise out. They flip the spawns. And now you can see Zuma comes out exactly where you want to be when your team is in Bunker. Gunless, though, still does have 2 streaks to work with. Keep that in mind moving forward, but FaZe Clan can claw back a little bit. They got the scrap time from Bunker. They're going to be able to get a few big kills as well. East Road, once again, expected to be very contest heavy. Once again, Gunless can really be using these streaks. You can turn it into a lot of time, Dirk, on East Road.
Most definitely can. So we'll see what this one does. It's going to be Gunless inside of the hill for the side of Rise Nation. He is going to end up falling. Another player trying to work out a flank right there. It's going to be Replays again against the bayonet kill, but that's going to be immediately traded there by TJ. So Rise Nation still opting to try to force them in towards that back bunker here, try to make them funnel down middle map. TJ just doing his best to try to play his life. Rise Nation still doing an excellent job of getting this crossfire shots in. That's all thanks to Looney over by you. Anytime a FaZe Clan player tries to push even towards that fire cut, he's able to pick up those kills. And Rise Nation soaking up the time here on East Road. We saw it in our first set of hills, and now we're seeing it in our second set as well.
I mean, you're between a rock and a score streak in this situation. Now the spawns ultimately are going to flip, but if Rise Nation does force them to funnel down middle map, that's when the streaks from Gunless become very lucrative. Gunless going to pop out here, going to look for a kill, but 3 guns going to be too many for him. He does get cut down and tucked in. Rise Nation getting even more seconds here on East Road. Will they crack 200? FaZe Clan needs to take a step back at the moment. TJ pops out, finds Replays. They don't get the final 2 seconds to break 200, but confident that they will right here on Cave. They are the first ones to knock on Cave's door, and Rise Nation starting to run away with this map. We talked about how strong they really can be on Forest in this game mode, and Dirk, they're starting to show it.
Definitely are. I mean, you saw just the awareness that's coming from the side of Rise Nation. When those spawns, so every arrow turns, and Zuma with the player stacking on top. He's able to find 3 coming around there onto the flank. Now he's getting aggressive, trying to push up towards Bunker, but he's going to be met by the hands of Gunless and Methods. Both of them doing some nice team fires to take him out. Attached now going to be inside the hill, but the FaZe Clan players keep on funneling inside. This time it's Zuma. Crossfire coming in from Methods. Replays. He's going to be able to take out the player inside of Bunker. This allows TJ to cross inside as Looney picks up a 2-piece coming in from that cabin cut. Rise Nation still holding onto Cave here for the final 15.
And Zuma just doing everything he can at this point. 30 and 31, so many interactions. He's flying all over the map trying to get the work done for FaZe, but Rise Nation starting to show their superiority. Very close to closing this one out. They can do it on any hill at this point. Now trying to do it on Ruins. FaZe Clan knows that. They're going to be able to get that OE, rotate nice and early. Gunless going to try to smash this tempo with his streaks. Going to find 2 to start it off. There's the 3rd. There's the 4th. That's the entire team of FaZe Clan down. Rise Nation may just close it out here. Gunless cooks those streaks, nurses them for a little bit, and then ultimately just going to be the demise of FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan has one last attempt. They get the kills in their favor. They can challenge on Ruins a little bit longer, but still Rise Nation can close it out here. They're going to try to do it. Stepping up to the plate, but FaZe Clan gets set up a little bit earlier. Gunless still has streaks to work with, so Rise Nation's going to say, you know what, FaZe Clan, hang out on Ruins as long as you want. Take the scrap time. We don't need it. It's 240 to 157. We're just going to get set up on Bunker. I expect Gunless just to cut off all the choke points with his streaks. GG's, Rise Nation goes up by 1, but they got to knack that plan first. Here we go. Bunker is set now. The clock going in favor of Rise Nation. FaZe has one chance here.
Yeah, it's really going to fall onto Attach, trying to make something happen. He's going to peek around this one. Gunless able to cut him down. Rise Nation take Arden Forest. Hardpoint to kick things off between FaZe Clan in this round 1 winners bracket match.
And we're going to be hanging out in Arden for quite some time. Search going to be Arden, Capture the Flag going to be Arden as well. When we talk about this map for Rise Nation, obviously we tend to talk about the hardpoint. That is the game mode that they are really strong on in this map. How do you think they do fare in Search and Destroy on Arden Forest?
There's definitely a lot more strategy that comes down to it, but a lot of team strategies on Arden Forest for Search and Destroy are a lot of the same. You're really seeing B hits, you're smoking off middle to try to cross in towards you. So it really depends who's going to come out with that aggressive play style and wants to dictate that tempo. So like we've been seeing the pro teams when they're playing the open bracket teams, they're going straight at them, trying to catch them off guard. In this match, it's going to be a little bit of the same, but being professional teams that they are, these guys are going to have some strategies that they do. They're going to have that wild card play where you say, you know what, we're all going to flood into middle, we're going to push straight into cabin and go into A as well. So for me, it's going to be a little bit of a toss-up. I don't think FaZe is beating themselves up too much over that hardpoint with Rise Nation. They know that's one of the best maps, and that was actually the first time FaZe has played Arden Forest hardpoint in this tournament thus far.
I mean, it's just a start too, right? This is going to be the first one in that winners portion of the bracket, but you really can't afford to lose. If you drop into the losers bracket from winners round 1, the climb back is absolutely insane. Like the amount of matches that you have to play. I mean, we do know FaZe has the stamina to do it. They start off this year, they have to fight through the open bracket. Now they're one of the top teams. I mean, even then they were playing like one of the top teams, but that grueling bracket through, it's not an easy thing, not at all. Whoever does drop down here is going to have to deal with that. We definitely did not expect Rise to be in a situation where they would drop down when we first got here, but with how FaZe has been playing, we don't expect it from them either. An incredibly difficult matchup to start off the day for both of these guys in the winners bracket.
Yeah, like we said too, Rise Nation, a lot of people's picks to go on to win this actual event, and rightfully so too, just with their performance in the Pro League and stepping up when it matters most. I mean, that's why TJ has now got into that role. People call him the best submachine gun player in the world, and you can see why. He plays a lot of that Zuma style. It's just always pushing out those cuts and getting those kills, leading your team in every single engagement possible, and that's what makes TJ so special.
You know, I'm going to quote Maven here, which kind of scares me that I'm in that situation, but he said when he was talking about Rise Nation, he said, look, when you have Methods playing out of his mind in Respawn, and you have TJ playing out of his mind in S&D, the team looks almost unbeatable. So we're really going to need to look to TJ when we get into the Search and Destroy on Arden Forest to step it up for his team. The person who's been stepping up on FaZe Clan, though, Dirk, doesn't matter what game mode it is, it has just been Zuma, but in S&D in particular, Attach has stepped it up in a big way for me as well. So I'm going to be looking for, you know, kind of the original S&D stars to be able to step things up, to be able to come up big for FaZe. They need to fight back here. They need to get this tied up 1-1 when they head over to Search and Destroy.
It's going to be, everybody goes back. I mean, there was a point in time where I think it was in AEW where people were saying Attach is the best Search and Destroy player in the world, and rightfully so with the smarts that he has in this, and just overall this FaZe Clan team and the Search and Destroy prep that they actually do. They have been their manager, I know, is constantly helping these guys out with when it comes down to studying other teams and their setups as well. They've played this, I think, 2 times now in this tournament. They're 2-0 on it, so it's pretty much spread with Rise Nation and FaZe Clan, almost even. When it comes down to it. So it's going to be interesting. I want to see how these first initial rounds go, because I always feel like the best teams are able to make those on-the-fly adjustments when it does go down to. So if one team comes out gunning, which you know TJ is going to be that guy who's always crossing into the enemy lines. He's hitting mid. He's playing his close corners on B. He's getting those first bloods for his team. I want to see TJ go off. And last time I said this, the first game that I cast over Rise Nation this tournament, TJ did terrible. He got 2 kills on the entire Search and Destroy. I was like, that's never happened. He's always Mr. Consistent when he does that. That's why he has the nickname Iceman. You look at FaZe Clan. Rich, are you ready?
I'm excited too. I mean, when you look at both of these teams, just the parallels with team composition too. I mean, there are players that we were obviously looking for to go off, but you got Looney, and you also have replays. You have this veteran leadership on both sides, which can just be massive when you're entering a game mode like S&D.
It's tough. I mean,
I think trying to call this one just isn't even worth it. We got to let the players do the talk for themselves. Gunless going to be that first OBJ player. He's going to have that bomb. Right now, decent control coming out from FaZe Clan, attached with a really nice heads-up nade, going to find that first blood as well. Methods trying to get some shots into replays from distance. TJ gets this one tied up, 3 players apiece. Attached with some really good shots into Methods as well. Methods, pretty much his location is straight up known. Now it's a 2v3 situation. And Gunless still needs to get a plant down. Good site control coming out all around. You can see 1 player at each site, and then right down the middle, it's just going to be replays, popping off shots. Tough position for Rise Nation to be in to start this one off. Definitely looking good for FaZe. Methods, though, does find replays. Priesthood, though, trades it out, and ultimately it will be FaZe Clan who comes out on top. Really well played by FaZe, too. They control that map very well.
Yeah, and this is one of the things, too, it completely crossed my mind when we were in the pregame, is that Looney has been trying something new in Search and Destroy, and I don't know if he tried it in the Pro League either, but he's using Expeditionary. And basically what he's been doing, he's throwing a stun at the beginning of every round, either A, to slow down a push that the other team is going to be going to, and B, just getting that intel, knowing they're going to be there. Because you saw as soon as Looney hit that stun, Gunless with the bomb started wrapping over towards A. As soon as Looney peeked, he got gunned down by 2 FaZe players. So that's just something to keep in mind. You see a stun kind of just stop those players right here. You just saw it right there. Look at that. It halts the push for about 2 to 3 seconds, and that allows Rise Nation to push onto the site. It's such a smart strategy. It's something that we should honestly expect from Looney going forward.
And you can also see just how that ends up working out. It seems like it's a very strong strategy when you are on defense. You get that full site control. Just automatically, you got 2 players on B, 2 players on A, which is just strong. They end up converting that into a first blood as well, and that's why before we even jumped in, you had to highlight the leadership. You had to talk about replays, and you had to talk about Looney. Looney starting to do big things for his team. FaZe Clan, though, leading by 1. Looney going to some kills start to come in. Looney pulls 1, TJ pulls the other. It's Priesta all by himself, needs to plant, and you go back. The really interesting thing comes in from Looney, able to set this up very well.
They haven't really pinned back here. It's going to get some engagement with Gunless. Has the PPSH, trying to get that shot over the cabin wall. Rise Nation able to bounce back. It's going to be tied up 1 apiece here. Bronze Star Award going over to Gunless for that final kill towards Priesta. A very hard situation. They know his whereabouts. They started to wrap around to make sure he's going to be pinned in towards the back. So we'll now see a change of the sides. This time it will be Rise Nation back on the offensive. We'll see what their plan of attack is here.
Yep, you know, I mean, pretty common to see the rounds at the beginning trade back and forth. The question is, who will be the one to break the mold? Looney, once again, going to be the one trying to make the plays. TJ gets the first kill, lurking around for a second one over by that B bomb site. That first blood could be absolutely huge. TJ doesn't need to get in that gunfight just yet. Gonna peek out here, doesn't see anyone, may wrap back around now. On board with Looney for just a second here. Running energetic as well. Everything that he's trying to do is just to mess with timings, to mess with FaZe Clan. Strategy, too, has been paying off. Worked in 1 round. All tied up here, early rounds of this second map. Rise Nation leading by 1 in the series.
It's tough, too, because you have the bomb carrier who has the most powerful position over towards B on this top plat. And now if you're Looney, you have to try to pick the perfect time for him and Gunless to switch positions to go through. That kill is what should do it. Gunless should now be able to advance on forward. Looney should be able to push in towards Dome, and that bomb can go down. Another kill comes in there from TJ at mid-map. Replays 1 versus 4. To try to get another round on the board here. TJ jiggle peeking over here towards you. Replay's going to be able to find 1 there, but the bomb is down. He has 40 seconds to work with on the clock here.
Gunless is just 1 off of streaks at this point, too. Going to be able to get that tier 1 and that tier 2 streak. I do. Oh, sorry. Did not realize I did my math wrong. Back on board with Gunless. You can see he's heating up, but not that much. Another round, though, going the way of Rise.
And we saw a different switch up coming that time from Looney. He said, you know, I'm going to put the Expeditionary away. I'm just going to bring out the normal armored class. And FaZe was trying to counteract their push by using those stuns. But once you have armored on, it does virtually nothing. You just get a hit marker for it. The player gets no sort of shell shock. They don't get affected in any way, shape, or form. Because now we can see what the plan of attack will be for FaZe. The last time they went on a push, it was a stun that completely halted everything, and still, Priesta's gonna be running this airborne. They might try to outbeat this one, but is Looney still gonna throw it? He does, but it falls just short right over there by the rocks. They get a hit marker, and FaZe, they're breaking on through.
FaZe trying to keep this mold alive here. Zuma's gonna get a two-piece that's gonna get them closer to this round victory. Zuma doesn't look like he's stopping just yet. Rise Nation with 2 players down. FaZe Clan looking healthy. Bomb planted down at B without a problem. Rise Nation on the outside looking in. Gunless does find replays, looking for more. And have we seen FaZe Clan adapt? We already started to talk about them adapting to Rise's strategy, but have they forced Rise to be in a position where they need to change things up yet?
Not just yet. There really hasn't been anything from FaZe to really halt the pushes. They're kind of just playing basic search and destroy, and it's working. I mean, if Rise Nation start to really string some rounds together, that's where if you're FaZe, you might have to panic a little bit. But it's so back and forth between both of these sides that you're not really forcing anybody to change up their play style just yet. They're sticking to what works, and that's what you expect to see.
Yeah, and it's still very early as well. Still trading rounds back and forth for the most part. Both of these teams, it could go either way in this series. That's the thing to note. Zuma on your screen right now has just been dominant right now, 4-3, still doing good work here in Search and Destroy. Now though, eyes on Gunless. Gunless has been just teetering on the edge of streaks for quite some time now. Early smoke going to be going out as well. Good spread from FaZe Clan, trying to put pressure all over this map. First blood though will be onto Zuma.
Replays tried to make the play over there towards that pit center. Wasn't able to get anything for it, was traded out immediately. So now it's 3 versus 2, Attach and Priesta. Well, Priesta's gonna be able to even things up now with 2 man apiece. Methods does fall. So you have Gunless, you have TJ. Let's see what they're gonna be able to do here. Looks like they might be overextending over towards the A site, but now you see Gunless backing up with the bomb. And now he's gonna go right back to with TJ, and that's exactly what you're doing. These 2v2s, you need to stick together. They still have 40 seconds on the clock as well. You have plenty of time to work with if you're Rise Nation. So now it looks like A site's completely given up from the side of FaZe. Gunless can go ahead and push on through. Once TJ gets that call, there's nobody anywhere. He'll check his corners, and now this bomb will go down. How will they play the defense right here, though, for the side of Rise Nation is one of the biggest questions. You know, you have an STT with Gunless, and then you have a PPSH in the hands of TJ. First kill does come in. Second one does as well. Attach with the big 2-piece, and he'll get the defuse there as well for FaZe.
Attach has just been nasty throughout this weekend. If you let him get into a scenario like that, more times than not, he has been able to win them. Very heads-up play by him. You know, TJ, we can expect him to make plays as well, but Attach, that was all Attach there. Attach starting to heat up as well. I think Attach actually is what now? Is Attach 1 kill off of streaks?
He should be close. We'll see if
I did the math terribly with Gunless. I did it terribly again. I don't know what's going on. Long day, can't do math anymore.
And here you see again, the stun's going to be perfectly timed, and now you're going to allow TJ to go straight on through and play that aggressive play style. He could get the chance to get the first blood. He does there on replays. That stun play comes in, halts everything that FaZe has going. Attach able to trade out 1 kill, but now you still have Attach and Zuma, the duo, left up to try to clutch this one. The bomb is in a good place, though. You can go ahead and pick that one up and still try to make a play. Nobody's on that B bomb site. You can see Rise Nation. They're working their big flank going on the outer parts of the map to try to get this one going.
I figured out what I did there too. It was Priesta who was getting very close to streaks, and he ultimately was cut down. So that's going to be a big kill coming in from Rise Nation as well. Not only are they looking good in this round, but they may have preserved themselves for the later rounds as well. The remaining members of FaZe Clan hanging out by this B bomb site. They still need to get a plant as well. They should be able to get it down on B, but Rise Nation in the wings, coiled up and ready to pounce. We can get a nice little pinch going here. Just waiting for Methods to move on in. Attach, though, going to be able to get that kill onto TJ to start things off. Now back in tow with his duo. Here comes the pinch, and a smart move. They're going to wrap around. They know that this is exactly what could come in. This is beautiful, but Attach isn't going to see him quick enough. Now this puts Zuma in a bad situation. We talk about how Zuma and Attach are those players that we expected to come alive there. The strategy was right, execution, the timings just did not work out, and ultimately Rise Nation going to be able to take this one. They get enough wiggle room to make sure that the points are going to the right player, and it's going to be Methods.
it looks cool because like the arrows both go out together and then you just spread going off into the distance, but they're left to try to fight in those 1v1s. Attach got caught mid-sprint. Zuma prematurely shot there. Method, it wasn't even premature, it was just that Method's ducked right in time. He tries to cook the grenade, but he's still right out in the open one. He's cooking it, he was able to get it off, but Rise Nation, they're able to get that one. We're still back and forth. And I want to see, just for this whole Looney play, when they're on that defensive side, if that maybe changes FaZe Clan's mind when it comes down to more people running Arbor. They're really heavy on the airborne, the infantry as well. I think Attach is the only person running that. But here into this round, Replays draws first blood. Looney follows that one up with an immediate trade on him.
Now Method's going to try to come out here. Is going to get chopped down, though. FaZe Clan 4-3. Starting to look good for FaZe, but you can see just how equally matched these teams really are. The hard point relatively close. Rise Nation runs away with it at the end, but we already know one of their best maps for hard point, which does fare somewhat well for FaZe if they were able to go that close with them on that map. Rise Nation, though, overall, coming up with these really interesting strategies. In the previous round, we saw FaZe Clan also break out some strategies very dynamically. Now, Priesta going to be carrying.
There we go. Starting to see Armor come out, so they changed the play style a little bit, just running a different division for this one. 3 players going to be stacked over here towards the fire cut, and a 1 just watching this back bell side to see if they can catch Rise Nation, making a move that they will regret. Some shots going down towards middle map. It's going to be Looney, and also they're going to get the call there from Gunless. That Priesta is going to be over towards here. FaZe Clan right now stuck in a little bit of a fiddle. They're all positioned over towards mid map. They're undecided which bomb site to go to. The first initial kill is going to be huge to dictate which bomb that the side of FaZe Clan will move. Gunless, though, he's still holding that angle. It's going to be so hard. They're completely pinned down over towards this area. If they try to wrap out Bunker, Gunless is going to get the kill. If they try to push out through mid to go to you, they're going to be pinned down. The crossfire from middle map and TJ and Methods. FaZe Clan needs to try to pull off a miracle here to win this round.
I mean, the gunfights just all went the way of Rise Nation, and you're left looking, if you're FaZe Clan, where on earth are we going to get this plant? Replays trying to just find something. I mean, they are bleeding in this round. Now it looks like we may see another trade now back in the favor of Rise Nation as the clock does dwindle down. It does not look like anyone's going to be able to get that plant. Replays so far away, not even going to be able to pick up a kill there. Rise Nation now, once again, going to be able to tie it up. Back and forth, back and forth. I think this one's probably going to around 11, Dirk.
And you're just seeing the communication coming there too. As soon as Looney's like, okay, Replays to stop peeking me, somebody keep watching you, somebody go watch back bell. But as soon as Methods turn there, you can see the shadow in that back bell corner too. So if somebody, as soon as they enter, you're gonna see the shadow on the wall. That's why Methods was just inching slowly, and just peeking that one to get that kill. And you said, it says round 11 all over. It has game 5 all over it too, between both of these elite sides, tied up at 4 apiece. We'll see what Rise Nation does here on offense. Gunless going to throw out the first initial nade to try to connect on something. Method is going to be able to hit one, but the smoke goes down middle map. Replays gets aggressive. TJ fires back with his own aggressive play. He's going to be able to clean up that kill there as well. 3 versus 3.
3v3 now just turned into a 1v3 just like that. This is Rise Nation's opportunity to start breaking up the rhythm more and more. This is where they can get their footing. All they need to do is take down Priesta, and Gunless knows exactly where he is. Priesta does take out one on his way out, but an easy kill comes in there. And just like that, Rise Nation gonna pull ahead, and if they can keep this up, I really do believe this is their chance to start running away with it.
I don't know if Priesta, I mean, he's in a tough situation.
They're on match point as well.
Yeah.
I mean, but they could just close it out here. I think we're starting to see them get their footing quite a bit. This is obviously a very close search and destroy. Rise, though, has kind of been the team more times than not to force FaZe to make changes in their play style.
We'll see what they opt to do now. Will Rise Nation just continue to go with the same defensive setup that has worked? Smokes now are going to be down over here towards A. Stun is going to stop all those players again. This time Zuma, he's the first person across the enemy lines, and he has the airborne. He's going to be stopped. He's able to get away with his life, but Attach is going to fall through that sequence. Similar situation to what we saw last time, but you have Priesta in a lot better of a position with that STG over here towards Cave. This is where you can try to break things open towards his A site, but that bomb is still down on fire. Somebody needs to make that a priority to go pick that one up, and it can't be Priesta.
First blood onto Attach is going to make this difficult for FaZe Clan. They do not want to go down here. If they go down in this round, Rise Nation finds themselves in a situation where all they need to do is take down one more map for this series to send FaZe Clan down to the lower portion of the bracket. TJ going to be eliminated. Now Priesta he gets another big kill. This starts to look good for FaZe Clan here. 2v1 situation. Gunless hanging out over near A. Does he know where the bomb is? So just like that, it is going to be Replays who's able to pick it up. Gunless, if he can take one of them down, they'll have streaks going into the final rounds. Gonna be trying to look for that kill. Gunless playing it nice and slow, needs to play it safe. Gonna be alerted when that bomb is planted. So now Gunless has that little bit of information to try to find at least one kill. Round looking good for FaZe. Can Gunless come up with the hero play? If he takes one kill, he puts him in a good position headed into round 11. Still though, he could potentially end this.
I think that he's focusing on right now is just playing for the streaks. He's trying to find, if he get this one kill, that's what they're prepping for here in this round 11. He doesn't get this kill, everything kind of goes out of whack, but you still have that round 11 for him to go for even an assist to get him that firepower, which you can call into play directly. So right now he's just trying to catch a player out of position. He will earn the streaks if he gets one, and that'll set them up perfect to play around that in round 11. But FaZe Clan, they tied this one up 5 apiece. Round 11 between Rise Nation and FaZe Clan here in map 2.
Whew. Just down to the wire. FaZe Clan versus Rise Nation. This is a series that deserves it too. This is a series that deserves a game 5. Both of these teams just definitely looking phenomenal, but it's all going to come down to this round 11. Will we see Rise Nation find themselves on match point in the series, or will we see FaZe Clan put up their fight? We already know how strong this team has been in capture the flag throughout the season. They don't want to be making their stand there. Instead, they want to go in with one, but Zuma going to be able to pick up an easy first kill as well. Gunless trades out attach. All of the action going down at this B bomb site, Dirk. Gunless got the streaks.
He got the assist from it as well. He's going to be able to find himself 3. That ends it. Rise Nation, they take the risk of making Gunless stay alive to play for those streaks. He gets them, and they pay dividends right there. A 3-piece to close out that one. That's like the match. I mean, it's one of those plays too that you sit there and it's like, it makes sense. In that 1 versus 2, he pushes it, he dies. Well, now you're going to a round 11 with nothing. You play your life, you get the streaks there, and they had Gunless playing the furthest back. They're literally just sitting there saying, please just get some damage, tag up some players or something.
It's such a brutal way for it to end though. Ultimately gonna be able to call in that fighter pilot, gonna be able to take out 3, and just like that, we're gonna see Rise Nation entering CTF 2 up. If they get one more win, Dirk, they'll be able to take this entire series. And guys, we are in the championship bracket now. That's the biggest thing to pay attention to. You don't want to be losing. It's not pool play. Obviously, you don't want to lose in pool play, but it gets scarier if you drop down into that lower portion of the bracket, Dirk.
Yeah, it most definitely does. I mean, we've seen FaZe make some miracle runs, so if they do drop here, we can expect them to still try to stay alive. But if there's a game mode where FaZe Clan is going to bounce back, it is going to be CTF. I mean, these are guys who dominated CTF through Dallas into NOLA as well, and I expect them to put up a big fight here. A reverse sweep against Rise Nation, though, that's going to be almost near impossible, just with how these guys are playing.
Rise Nation, definitely a tough team to get a reverse sweep against, not going to lie there, but with how FaZe has looked, they are one of the top teams at this tournament, no doubt about that, so you can't count them out yet, Dirk.
I'm counting them out. I'm calling it right here. I think Rise Nation's going to finish this one 3-0.
All right, well, you heard it from Dirk, but guys, we will have to wait until we return. We have to see what these two teams can do. Will Rise be able to close it out in a swift 3-0, or will CTF be the saving grace for FaZe Clan? CWL Atlanta. We're in the first round right now of the winners bracket. Jumping straight into the game. It is going to be Rise Nation leading by 2 against FaZe Clan, but FaZe Clan just has looked so strong in CTF in the past. The question is, will they be able to do it again here? Priesta going to start off this match with a kill, does get traded out. We can see that Rise Nation potentially going to get a cheeky little pull here to start things off. It is going to be attached, wrapping around the back, knows exactly what Gunless is up to, and he's going to have help as well from his team. But, you know, we've talked plenty. I want to hear what exactly is going down in FaZe Clan's comms right now. They are on the back foot, but this is their game mode. Let's jump to the Astro Gaming Listen-In with FaZe.
I need fire alley.
You're gonna fire tanks.
Got him hurt without fucking fire alley.
TJ's bell, holding bell. He picked up my AR.
Alright, I'm gonna go top lap.
Let's go.
One was fire alley.
No one fire alley dead. No one fire tank weak. Fire tank weak. Just hold.
One's probably gonna push him.
Yeah, they're gonna push dome. They're gonna push dome in middle. They might come ice
He's
too.
gonna be left dome with the
middle.
AR.
I'm picking up.
Top left. Yeah, don't peek plat.
TJ's top flat. I'll try to pick up middle.
TJ's got to die, by the way. He's on a streak.
Middle weak. Got middle.
There's two.
Looney and methods.
One more left got me. It's Looney. Looney left side.
Looney got me left. He's weak. Message was his cabin wall.
Looking for methods.
He's back. Watch out, Chris.
On the ramp.
He's challenging.
He's hurt. Nice, let's go. Yo, I'm gonna push.
Watch out, TJ. Fire eye. Nice, chill.
First hard point. I'm gonna stun him.
On the first hard point.
At first.
I'm watching the peak.
Left side bunker,
We gotta
absolute.
kill this kid first.
Yeah, pushing.
I'm going left, guys. I'm going left.
Okay, go left. I'll go middle.
Preston, I've you're right. He's one shot. Nice. One in bunker.
Bunker weak.
No, Method's watching their back left. He's gonna push fire tank. Method's gonna push fire tank right now, I think. That's him right there.
Fire tank dead.
Nice, good kill. Boys, let's go. Let's do. We're looking for TJ and Gunless.
Alright, I'm going back right. Yo, in
Yo,
bunker.
I spawn left. Nice, yo, we're looking for Gunless. Last guy. Gunless.
He's in bunker. Gunless.
They're gonna spawn back to base, guys. They're spawning back to base, guys.
Reloading. Fire eye. Nice. He's gone back their point.
Yeah, someone on the base.
Yeah, I'm pitching with you.
Right. Could be fire alley.
I'll go left. I'm gonna need back their point. Challenge when I native.
I wanna go.
I teach methods.
Got me back to point. Back left. Close.
He's absolute.
Left corner, Tommy.
Let's go.
Two there.
Yeah, they're both weak.
Yeah, there's two there. One's back on their flag, and one's going middle, I think.
Yeah, just hold here, Chris.
I spawn cabin. They could be going middle. Yo,
One's first up, my first up. They're gonna be middle.
Taking a middle, I'll spawn. Handing over.
Tell me if you hit him.
Don't. One shot, got him. Nice.
Okay, one's in bunker, one push cabin, I think. I won't push cabin.
Fire tank, watch out. Fire tank, nice.
Cabin rock. He's weak. He might go ice.
He's in cabin. Cabin, yeah.
I'm going left dome.
Cabin.
Yo, middle, fire tank, TJ.
I'm
Yeah,
going
middle.
down.
You can really see why FaZe has been such a dominant team inside of this game mode. Their communication on point, but as of yet, they have not been able to break through with a pull. 0-0 all around, 0-0. Pressure still coming in from FaZe Clan. Gunless going to be traded out right now, and it's just a brawl at the halfway mark.
Most definitely is. And those are some great comms. I mean, they were going down to tiniest detail on everything, saying, hey, he picked up my weapon, or hey, at least tell me if this grenade hits so we can start to rotate around as well. So FaZe Clan looking definitely polished in the comms, but it's something you come to expect. You don't, with the leadership of replays coming into this, they're not rattled by going down 2-0. They keep that composure, and they just try to fight back. They take it one map at a time, and that's what they're doing here in the CTF. They made some pretty good forward progression. They almost got a flag pull, but that was shut down by Gunless early into this round. As we are getting close to approaching 1 minute left, it looks like FaZe Clan trying to go for this next push, going on forward. Replays on the hunt. He's going to be able to take out Looney. Now Attach has this bunker control. It's going to be crucial for somebody to get outside a bunker with an STG. It's going to be Zuma pushing up, but Attach falls with his back turn there to TJ.
And Attach gets himself in a tough position, bit off a little bit more than he could chew, wasn't able to get out. And now this is an opportunity for Rise Nation. If they can run on down here quick enough, they just have to get that one wave of kills to get a free pull. They're going to try to get that right now. Good start. TJ Haley going to be able to find one in Attach. Gunless going to try to find Zuma here. Ultimately does. Zuma in somewhat of a power position, but Gunless just going to be able to tear him right off. Just need one more, just like that. Attach going to be able to get out of dodge for just a second. He pops out. Methods gets him down. Tries to get the grab, but we do see that Zuma respawns just in the nick of time. Now this should be the first point that we do see here, only with a few seconds left. Priesta is still up. Just like that, we are going to see Looney lays it to rest. And now we just need TJ Haley to run this one home right in the nick of time. 3 seconds left. Rise Nation gonna have one going into this.
Yeah, 4 kill streak for TJ. Gets the flag cap there. That earns him the fighter pilot as well as the glide bomb. And it's just a thing of beauty once you see a play build up and it actually goes through. You have the SDGs on either side watching those crucial cuts. You know nobody's going to be spawning behind you with the position that they had. Then you have Methods on the other side who's also raining down fire on those FaZe Clan players, and they isolated Attach. They got the kill there. Really, the only situation right there for Attach is you need to try to play your life, but either way, they're getting aggressive. Their intentions to get the flagpole. You're going to die in that situation because there's 3 players for the side of Rise Nation there.
No, Rise Nation at the end there, they're able to get that pull. We already heard from FaZe, but Rise so close, on the brink of victory. Let's hear with an Astro Gaming listen-in what's going on in Rise's comms.
Give that up.
Hey, Carl's in. I thought you had my cross. He's in cabin, cabin.
Alright, take it, cabin. Gonna push
No,
you,
it's Tommy, it's Tommy.
Yeah, it was far tank, right? Cabin alley weak.
Dead.
Nice, looking for one.
Job.
Dead.
All four.
Chris.
Two.
Alright, back to
Dylan
base.
and Chris.
I'm holding bunker.
I'm holding side.
I spawn cabin, I'm gonna go middle.
Cabin.
Is it my fire or
I'll
what?
push up a little.
I'm trying to get fire. in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Give
we
me
use
a
the
sec.
glide if you want.
Go.
All the way in the back,
I'm holding,
Chris. Just hold all angles if you guys
Give up
can.
your fire.
Army truck on me.
Okay,
Army truck,
one shot.
He's
He's
go to the middle.
going to our flag,
Go to our pitch to pull.
Nice.
He's pulling. Pull it out.
We get fire. Fire weak for you.
Under a bridge, dead.
Nice.
4, I'll close spawners.
Fucking go, baby.
I'm pushing out.
1, Chris, first kid. Second kid, Dylan.
Yes, me a streak
Nothing
before.
fell,
Yes, me a
nothing
streak
fell.
before, Cap. I'm kind of close to
Nothing
the.
before.
No. Cap it and then get 1 kill and then
I'm
streak.
going away. Can you
Cave,
guys pick up left? Can you pick up
I'm
left?
pushing to Cave. Cave. Cave and Bunker.
Absolute middle, dead. I need a cave.
Cave
I'm
and
down
Bunker.
to cave.
Cave stump.
Cave
I'm
absolute. Dylan.
Cave again and Bunker. Cave again and Bunker.
Dylan and Bunker.
I know, yeah. Cave done.
Bunker.
Bunker. I did not touch. Nice.
Alright, yo, first
They
kid,
spawn bell, they
Priest.
spawn
First
bell.
kid, Priest.
Priest
I'll pick up
Priest
left.
spawn
Get his
bell.
middle.
Tommy could have spawned behind me.
Watches you, maybe.
You have to watch it.
I have you.
Absolute 1 bullet there on the tank.
Do you have streaks to teach?
Yeah, I'm on a streak right now. I'm still watching you. I'm streaking.
I'm up in 3,
Hey, look,
2.
on our flag, he's pushing. One guy's bridge, on our flag, and one's cabin.
Pushing right now.
No,
Down.
push you. He's dead. I got him.
Oh, you stopped.
One more middle. Behind me.
I got behind you. Go.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Absolute dead.
3. Chris.
Shit.
Nice.
Gonna be
Last
middle,
one,
baby.
Chris. Last one's Chris. Alright,
Yeah,
Oh
left,
my
left.
God.
I'm coming left.
Left weak, behind the pillar.
I've
standing over.
It was you two, you.
evolved, man.
Gunless just seeing absolutely everything there. You can see though Zuma able to pick up a 2-piece, but the damage already done. You heard Gunless too the second that the streaks actually came in. No, kill 1 more, then use the streaks. That's going to result in potentially stacking them up. Going to be able to get back-to-back flag caps. Rise Nation looking incredible when they are on this side entering this final round.
It's like we thought FaZe's comms were great. Rise Nations were just absolutely phenomenal.
Gunless is just playing out of his mind right now. You can see Gunless 22 and 12, and on top of that, he just sees everyone. He sees everyone on the spawn. He knows who's weak. He knows where they need to be. So Gunless for me just taking away this entire series. And as we see, Rise Nation looks to send FaZe Clan down in just 2 short minutes to that lower portion of the bracket after FaZe looked dominant in pools. Rise Nation, not a team you want to be playing against at all, to be frank.
It was just great too because like you said, it was Gunless who, that's his main job. As soon as they get a flag pulled, he knows it's not going to be him. He's sitting there with the scoreboard up, calling out, okay, this player's up first, this player's up next, and then telling them which cuts to go to, which you look at Gunless and a lot of people just might be like, he's not the guy who's calling these shots or trying to make these plays or getting some structure, but he was directing everything like it was his own show right there in the CTF.
I mean, that's the thing. We've seen Looney do that before. I mean, we've seen sometimes when we actually jump in on the listen-ins that is Looney doing that. Now TJ just going to use these streaks. Why not? If you don't use them, you lose them. Going to be able to find some there as well. Still, though, in their own base, looking to slowly march out. It is going to be none other than Priesta. He's going to try to get a little bit cheeky here through the smoke. TJ going to be able to see straight through with his X-ray vision. Not a problem there for him. Looked like he had the caster mode on for a second, just to be able to get those shots straight in, but still Attach going to be able to get this one. This could easily be a cap, but only 1 minute left. Last line of defense going to be none other than Methods, but streaks to work with still as well. Those get called in. Maybe a little bit too early, but this will allow Methods to set up and the rest of Rise Nation to march in tow as well. Zuma gets a big kill onto Method. Ultimately, the streak's still going to be able to do the damage with only 44 seconds left. That area gets denied long enough. Now the gunfight's going to be huge. That's one. Isn't going to be enough. Oh, just dancing around there. They're going to be able to prevent it and pull the flag of their own. Some streaks coming in now for FaZe Clan. Rise Nation doesn't want to hold on to that flag like a hot potato. They want to drop it. They just want to close this one out and march forward in the upper portion of the bracket. FaZe going to have a long road ahead of them. And, you know, I did not expect to see FaZe Clan with a score line like this. Not necessarily in the series, but in the CTF, you know. 3-0 in favor of Rise Nation.
Both these teams are fighting to try to keep their perfect record here in CWL Atlanta on this map and in this mode. But Rise Nation, 3-0 for them to advance on forward. Like we said, a lot of people probably expected that one. I'm going to toot my own horn. I was right.
I mean,
For the first time ever.
you're not allowed to make predictions two maps into the series, Dirk. But we are going to see that it is Rise that comes out on top. FaZe